I know how that feels. Okay, David.
Hey, Mike, can you talk about how Dak responded to his work yesterday? Will he do any more today than he did yesterday?
Good response to the work I did yesterday. Did a lot of work actually. So the plan is not much different than yesterday. He'll start with the rehab component and then get into the individual, and then we'll see what we can do after that.
Do you anticipate him doing any team drills today?
Once with rehab, get him in the individual, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see where we are when we get to the team.
So did you not do team drills yesterday because he wasn't feeling that well? Or was it just
everything's measured. Brits and Dak have measured this thing out, so we're trying to push it as far as we can right now. So we're just going to stick to the plan.
Are there particular movements you're looking at to determine exactly where he is?
Well, it's more the particular feedback from the movements. So I think that there's certain things that you do when you're coming off these injuries, and it's the same for all the players. Particularly with the lower extremities, because at the end of the day, the player, in Dak's particular situation, he needs to be able to play free of mind, and that's the ultimate goal.
How was Cooper yesterday in practice?
Cooper Rush, nice job. He's great command of the offense. He knows it inside and out. He does a really good job preparing from the number 2 spot. So with that, there's so much you have to do mentally and emotionally engaged. So I thought he had a nice day.
Is it a leap of faith on the coaching staff's part when a guy doesn't have a lot of regular season work? Or is it strictly, we see this guy every day in practice, we see him in meetings and how he processes it, so we don't have a problem yet?
Well, I think you can go throughout the locker room and everybody has a ton of faith and belief in Cooper. So, he's established that over his time here. Very, very consistent in everything he does. So you know exactly what you're getting. He'll be ready to go if we hand him the ball.
Is the plan the same for Lyle Collins today? Just reserve and tackle and guard.
What was the first part?
Lyle Collins.
Yeah.
Is the plan the same for him as today?
Yeah, definitely. We'll work the whole week, work the game plan. I thought he had really good work yesterday. So, I think the position flexibility not only with LC and just the whole group. We got, this is the first time we've been fully healthy, and we feel good about the offensive line room.
Given the unpredictable nature of a calf injury like this, if you were to play Dak, is there any consideration being given to having 3 quarterbacks available for the game this week?
Definitely. Talked about it. I think all the hypotheticals that everyone here I'm sure has gone through, we've done the same. So, but as I stated, there's no timeline on when we're going to make the decision. I think you take in the full week. Dak has a ton invested as far as his personal conditioning, and we trust the relationship between him and Britt to get across that threshold. That's frankly where we stand.
A couple of the guys yesterday said Randy Dalton said that they thought it was kind of sloppy for the first practice back. Do you agree with that assessment, and you kind of anticipate that coming off of a bye week?
I agree with it. Frankly, that was my words to him at the end of practice yesterday. It wasn't to the standard that we've been on Wednesdays. So it's not what you would want to expect. I'm not going to say it hasn't happened before, but it's definitely something that I felt that we did a good job in post meetings cleaning up, and we need to have a much better day today.
Is the relationship Dak and Britt have unique, or is it something that you've seen in your time between players and athletic training?
I think return to play. I think Britt Brown is extraordinary. And that's something that he's done here for a long time. The way he connects with the guys. And a lot of it's, I think the prehab is the part where these relationships and the foundation of his work with these guys has started. So this is, him and Dak have spent a lot of time together, obviously throughout his career here. So, it's definitely something that we all trust.
We had some other players roll back in yesterday with Dorrance Armstrong and Gallup on a different level. How did they look and just where are they?
I thought Dorrance did a really nice job yesterday. I know Monday he was gauging it a little bit, but I thought he definitely cranked it up. You can see it in his rush opportunities. Michael looked good. I think he handled the plan for him very well. So hopefully these guys can stack another clean day.
Is it realistic that Tristan potentially could play on Sunday until next time?
We'll see how the week goes. I thought he was extremely active. I mean, he's ready to get back in there, pad to work. It'd be nice to see how much he does today.
You've coached against Mike Zimmer in the division for a lot of years when you were in the NFC North. What are some of the specific challenges his style of defense creates for you?
I mean, very fundamentally sound. I mean, he has veteran players that really you can see the connection and the extension they are of him. As far as what he's trying to get done. They do a very good job in situation-specific schemes. Whether the start of the game, but I think the reputation that he has, and it's well deserved and well earned, is his pressure packages. So I mean, he always makes you work more than the norm, and with Minnesota also being in a bye week and us coming off the bye week, so I'm sure that'll be part of this game Sunday night.
You've played against them.
Could you speak specifically to how they use Harrison Smith, and is he one of the more versatile safeties?
Yeah, Harrison's done it for a long time at a high level. His instincts and awareness is clearly off the charts. You'd see he has a great grasp of what not only what they're doing, but conceptually dialed into your offense. So I've had a chance to compete against him and in those defenses for a long time. So he's definitely one of the guys you chalk up, and it's why we're wearing his jersey out there at practice.
You've been going up there every year of your coaching career playing at Minnesota. What stands out most to you from all those games against them? Noise.
It's a tough place to play. Good teams. I mean, they've always been a challenge. I think in Mike's time there, they're very well coached. So you got to do the basics. This is going to come down to execution. But the noise is unique, and I think the new building's louder than the old building, in my opinion. So, especially playing there last year, we have an idea of what it looks like. But we'll get the full test this week.
You like that horn?
Or do you seriously?
I'm working on my neutral mindset right now. Thank you for the opportunity. Yeah.
I've heard that people don't like it.
You ever heard it?
Yeah, well, when it's going off, it's usually something bad for the visiting team.
Yeah, the timing's not good, and they accomplished what they're trying to accomplish with the horn. I'll just say that. So.
With Cooper, if he needs to play can you do as much as you would with Dak, with a guy he's not starting a game, not played very much?
No, that's a great question. I think you go into it with a full dose plan, and and I think the second year as an offensive staff, and the regulation of volume is something that you really got to watch, especially coming out of a bye week. And I think Kellen's he's conscientious of that, and but at the same day, it's about the quarterback. We need to make the quarterback successful, and the way we played the first 6 games, we've been running the ball effectively, and the action pass has come off of that. So I mean, we want to stay in accordance with our past success, but also know that this is a new challenge, and as I said earlier, everybody has a ton of faith in Cooper if it is his opportunity.
When you guys are assembling an opening script, I guess the overall game plan going in, how much is what a quarterback likes kind of dictate some of what those first 15 plays of the game plan looks like, and how different is what Cooper likes versus Dak likes as you kind of work through that process? Yeah,
I think a lot of my experience is the quarterback likes and what the coordinator likes is usually pretty similar, and it's not a matter of one liking it over the other. It's more a matter of when you're going to call it. I think that's a big part of the relationship of the play caller and the quarterback, and that will be no different if it's Cooper and Kellen or if it's Dak and Kellen.
When you put Lyle inside yesterday, how did he look
at guard?
Good. I was curious to, because it's different, different challenge in there. Obviously the pad level and stance and so forth. But, it looked like he was riding a bike. He looked like he picked right up. And, I thought LC had a nice practice yesterday.
Is that about just getting the best 5 guys out there trying to figure a way to, if he can?
I just respectfully, this isn't a personnel evaluation. This is about winning. Continuity. Offensive line is a big part of that. So I think the number of starts 5 offensive linemen have together, there's a lot of value in that, in my opinion. So you look at all those components.
When you look at Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen, their route running ability, what jumps out on you?
Well, Adam's done it for a long time, and he's done it at a high level. He's the full complement. He can get behind you more than you think he can. He's an excellent route runner, super competitive, can really make the phone booth catches too. I've seen enough of him over the years, and Justin's someone that. I think I spoke on this last year. He reminds me a lot of Greg Jennings, receiver I had in Green Bay. Really good in the slot, and can also play outside. So I think their whole perimeter group as a whole is going to be a big challenge for us.
With Kennedy out, does Kelvin Joseph get a chance, and how's he looked at a couple?
He's competing. Yeah, he's competing to be up. Kelvin's had I thought he had a nice day Monday and yesterday. So I hope he takes a step today. So he needs to.
Special teams, is that an area that you believe he can contribute and potentially help himself?
Absolutely. He's getting work there. He's competing for an opportunity both special teams and defensively.
A young player who has missed that much time, what is your message to him as he tries to work back in when he's kind of so far behind?
It's the same as it's always been. He's got to stack success, and his ability to stack success on the practice field is obviously very important. The classroom part of it, he has been involved in that. So to get him back out there and to see him compete in the team drills, it was good to see. I think he got got to knock some cobwebs off Monday. He had a really nice play in the red zone on Monday. And I thought he did some nice things yesterday.
Forgot to ask you this yesterday, but do you have an idea of the severity for Brent Urban and how long it looks like he'll be out?
Well, he's on our return, so I think that hopefully has a chance to line up, with the 3 to 4 week period. But it's a little to be determined. So actually, before Rich and I walked in here, he's out there, him and Neville on the field. So it's going to be a while. We just got to be smart with the injury.
How did the week off go retiring with the neck and the ankle?
Good. I think it definitely helped him a lot. So we're getting to that point in the season, particularly with the your veterans. They'll be a lot lighter on Wednesdays moving forward. Especially on this stretch here. I spoke on this last week. 6 games in 33 days. So we got to be smart there, and we'll have a plan for him.
Thank you.